Even today, devout Hindu households across India wake up to the Suprabhatam, an ode to awaken the gods. A modern masterpiece in the divine voice of MS Subbulakshmi. Subbulakshmi was the face of Carnatic vocal music in the 20th century. Starting at the age of 10, she became a rising recording star by the early 1930s. In 1938, Sevasadanam, a social drama, marked her entry into movies. Through the 1940s, her tryst with acting continued. Her last movie, Meera, was a blockbuster. Even Sarojini Naidu couldn't stop herself from praising her.
Every child in India has heard about Subbulakshmi, about the beauty of her voice, the magic of her personality, the gracious charity of her heart.
Hari Tumharo.
Subbulakshmi's rendition of Hari Tumharo has an intriguing story. Mahatma Gandhi wanted to hear her sing the bhajan on the eve of his 78th birthday, but she declined his request, saying she did not know the song. This was the reply she received. Gandhiji would rather hear Subbulakshmi recite the verse on a tape than hear anybody else sing it. There was no way she could avoid this. Overnight, she recorded the song at the All India Radio studios in Madras and sent the tape to Delhi. In 1966, Subbulakshmi became the first Indian classical musician to perform at the United Nations. Her rendition of Maithreem Bhajata, a call to cultivate world peace, was a landmark performance. Over the years, she was honored with the biggest awards. In 1997, she gave her last public concert. For those who have grown up listening to her, she's a lifelong treasure. For those who are yet to discover her genius, she's a gem worth coveting.
Let's hear her story today. Press the bell icon on YouTube and never miss another update. From Mahatma Gandhi to Nehru, everyone was an MS Subbulakshmi fan. If you are one too, post in the comment section below. If you're wondering whose voice it was, well, it was MS Subbulakshmi as a 10-year-old child prodigy. In 1926, a shy girl dressed in a traditional Tamilian attire of silk pavade and davani, her thick curls pressed down with copious oil and a generous vermilion dot marking most of her forehead, made her way to the studios of the Twin Recording Company in Madras, now Chennai. She was all of 10 then. In a high-pitched voice, she sang a Tamil song, Maragada Vadivu, in Raga Sanjruti. Inspired by the gramophone, she would often sing into a rolled piece of paper, imagining it to be the recording horn. Despite the primitive technology in the 1920s, the candency and lilt in the voice was unmissable in the record. This girl would grow up to become the voice of an entire nation, the Nightingale of India, in front of whom heads of state, poets, politicians, and the masses bowed in reverence. She was Madurai Shanmukha Vadivu Subbulakshmi, MS Subbulakshmi or MS Amma to many. Born 16 September 1916, Kunjamma, as she was called lovingly at home, was the second child of Shanmukha Vadivu of Madurai, who came from a traditional Devdasi family and was a well-established veena player of her times. The family lived close to the Meenakshi Amman temple at the upper Hanumantarayan Koil street. Shanmukha Vadivu too had cut a few records, playing the veena and singing along. Kunjamma would often go with her mother to concerts and was part of the chorus. She found several other music teachers in earlier years like Madurai Srinivasa Iyengar and Maya Varum Krishna Iyer, who visited her house. Her first informal stage performance remained etched in her memory. In an interview, Subbulakshmi said, "When it happened, I felt only annoyance and being yanked from my favorite game, making mud pies. Someone picked me up, dusted my hands and skirt, carried me to the nearby Satupati school where my mother was playing before 50 to 100 people. In those days, that was the usual concert attendance. At my mother's bidding, I sang a couple of songs. I was too young for the smiles and the claps to mean much. I was thinking more of returning to the mud." The family soon moved to Madras after her stunning public debut at the Mahamakham festival in Kumbakonam in 1932. At 17, she debuted at the Madras Music Academy. She was filling in for an ailing Airikudi, Ramanuja Iyengar, who had to cancel his concert. Carnatic music stalwarts in the audience such as Chembe Vedanta Bhagavatar and Tiger Varadicharya were captivated by what they heard. Karekudi Sambasiva Iyer told her that she carried the veena in her throat. With this, MS Subbulakshmi announced her arrival on the Carnatic music stage. Recordings of that time are a testament to her musical prowess. Popular Tamil weekly Ananda Vikatan did a special feature on her in 1936, soon after people started attending her performance in large numbers.
Maithreem, Bhajata, Atmavadeva, Parana Vipashyata.
Sadasivam was the man who helped Subbulakshmi polish and refine her craft. Some critics even accuse him of making the singer lose her individuality to a great extent. But he was a man on a mission. He knew Subbulakshmi was meant for bigger things, from becoming her manager for concerts to swinging deals in her favor for lead roles in Tamil cinema. Sadasivam had it all planned. He coaxed well-known filmmaker K. Subramaniam, who had bought the rights of the Tamil translation Premchand's novel Sevasadanam that was published in Ananda Vikatan as Sevasadanam, to cast Subbulakshmi as the female lead in the film. The film was titled Sevasadanam and released in 1938. It delivered a powerful message on women empowerment and was a huge success. Subbulakshmi became a darling of the masses. Renowned composer Papanasam Sivan gave music for the film. She next appeared in the film Shakuntalai, based on Kalidasa's famous play where she played the central character. Carnatic vocalist G. N. Balasubramaniam played King Dushyanta in the movie. The songs from the film in Subbulakshmi's golden voice were as much as a hit as the film.
ಎಂದನಿಡದೆ ತೋಳು ಕಣ್ಣು ತುಡಿಪದನ ಎಂದನಿಡದೆ ತೋಳು ಕಣ್ಣು ತುಡಿಪದನ இன்பம் வருவதென்று சொல் 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 கிளிய இன்பம் வருவதென்று சொல் 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 கிளிய இன்பம் வருவதென்று சொல் 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 கிளிய.
The very next year, Subbulakshmi played Narada, a male character in Y.V. Rao's film Savitri. Among the many popular songs in the film is her last film, Meera, made her something of a national superstar. The movie released in Tamil in 1945 and in Hindi in 1947. The Prime Minister of independent India, Jawaharlal Nehru, is said to have attended the premiere along with the Mountbattens. She would eventually join the inner circle of friends of several prime ministers and presidents of the country. The portrait of the medieval Rajput queen turned saint reflected Subbulakshmi's own transition from a Carnatic singer to a voice of piety and devotion for an entire nation. One of its evergreen songs sung by her is
Varum geetam Kaatrinile Kaatrinile varum geetam Kaatrinile varum geetam Kangal varipida pangum geetam Kallum kaliyum geetam Kaatrinile varum geetam.
While much has been said about Subbulakshmi, a once in many generations artiste who got the Bharat Ratna in 1998, this piece offers a glimpse of her early life before she became the Queen, MS Subbulakshmi. In 1953, the then PM Nehru had said, "Who am I? A mere Prime Minister before the Queen of Music." That was the power of MS Subbulakshmi's music, a titan among the greats in Carnatic music.
Press the bell icon, press it now, and we would love to know your feedback in the comment section below. Till then, love.